Okay, guys, first clue that I'm recording this on my phone. I had to start it, recording, and then come over here. So, hello, welcome. This is a fun course, I think. I mean, 1 credit, it's just the basics, but I've been shooting with my iPhone for 3 years now since my boss at Channel 8 in Dallas asked me to go out and shoot a story using only my phone. So I cobbled some gear together. Nobody really knew how to, if it would work or not, but it did. And then me taking things to the extreme, I have since shot 3 half-hour episodes, specials, airing on Channel 8 in Dallas, Texas, using only my phone. I edit on my laptop. But you'll notice that this interview shot I've set up, and it's relatively nice. And the sound is superior, but that's a whole nother thing that I don't know if we can get into with a 1 credit class. But I figured out a way to use a wireless microphone and connect it to the iPhone and so forth. But a couple of things that you might want to invest in with this course and beyond is, I mean, I still use this too. It's called a Manfrotto tabletop tripod. You could use it like that, or I call it a poor man's Steadicam. It really steadies things up, right? That's called a Readycam. It's a little device, a clamp that holds your iPhone in, and it's not spring. You actually crank it down, so it's kind of nice. Both are about 25 bucks on Amazon. So you might want to look into at least these two things before we get started. So as I speak to you, there is a group in Europe, in Ireland, that are professionals from around the world that use iPhones in their business, whether it be TV companies, filmmakers, marketing folks, advertising people, social media people. And they all get together at Mojo Fest and talk about the future of phonography, is what it's called. They've asked me to speak there the last 3 years. I haven't been able to do it this year. But it tells me that there is a group that, and it's getting bigger, at least in Europe. I don't know about here yet in America, that uses iPhones instead of the big cameras and so forth, DSLRs and so forth. Filmmakers have embraced this technology. It has freed them up creatively. A lot of filmmakers don't have a lot of money to spend, so it's freed them up that way. And incredible work is coming from filmmakers, not so much with TV stations. I think I'm still the only one that has created half-hour broadcast quality episodes using only on my phone. And you can see that on the link in week 1. It's my website. I've got all 3 half-hour shows on there if you want to scroll through them. Also in the week 1 bin are some links to some still photos that people have used with their iPhone that are just incredible. And that's where we're going to start week 1 with a still photo. What makes a good photo? You know, throughout this course I'm going to be telling you, just tell me a story. And you can tell me a story with just a still picture. We could start with that. Does it evoke emotion? Do you use the rule of thirds? If you don't know what that is, you could look it up. Composition. Did you use reflections? Did you use shadows? Did you shoot during the golden hours of the day, which is right around sunrise and sunset, because all of the colors are saturated and makes for a better picture. So all of that stuff. I don't want you to go through your camera roll and say, hey, this one looks good. Assignment 1 done. No, think about it. Look at some of these things, and it'll make you a better photographer. So that's where we'll start. Week 1, you'll see the assignment in the bin, and then subsequently, by the way, I mentioned this interview shot. We're going to talk about interviews and so forth, interview shots and how to do all of that. We're going to talk about the layers of perception. We'll do that next week. Of course, you could binge any of this, I guess. Layers of perception using an iPhone, that's all it is to make it look broadcast quality. Let me just go through First of all, why do we always know that we're looking at video from an iPhone? Is because it's shaky. So put it on a tripod, there's a layer of perception. Use a professional microphone, figure it out, that's another layer of perception. Add some interesting pans, make interesting shots, another layer. And then the hardest layer of perception is telling a story, you know, with your writing and with your pictures and so forth. But, you know, that's the challenge. I'm still working on it, 28 years into this business. Okay, any questions at all ever, just get a hold of me and let's have some fun. I'm gonna turn this off now. Okay.